The rising inequality that we're seeing in the United States dramatically and in many other countries has at its core changes in technology, changes in global markets, and changes in power relations between employers and workers. For example, the weakening of unions in the United States over the last quarter century. The Gini coefficient in the United States, a measure of inequality, has risen very significantly, so that the US now stands as one of the most unequal of all high-income countries. The consequences are very, very serious. First, there are poor people who are getting poorer. There are working class people who are falling into poverty. There are rich people who are so rich that not only is their wealth in the billions beyond any human need, but it is translating, because of corruption of the political system, into unacceptable political power of billionaire campaign financiers. And so our politics has become a battle of billionaire behemoths rather than a campaign for ideas among the average citizens. With the widening inequality, we're seeing growing unhappiness. We're seeing tremendous social stress, a fall of social capital, a fall of social trust, and the consequences are even showing up in rising mortality rates for white, non-Hispanic, middle-aged people, roughly 50 to 64, but especially those with just a high school degree, because it's those, rather than the college degree workers, who have suffered the real declines of status and falling real incomes. A normal country would raise taxation on the wealthy winners and help to cushion the blows on the suffering poor, but in the United States, alas, because of political corruption, the widening inequality has so far been an amplifying cycle, a feedback that is what engineers would call a positive feedback, which in this case means an adverse one, where rising wealth leads to rising political power of the wealthy and leads to even worse policies that have exacerbated the degree of income inequality. We need to go the other direction. We need to learn from the social market and social democratic spirit of Northern Europe.